We are Johnny Swim, and this is In My DNA.
Find a calm from the wreckage and the danger of this swelling sea. I'm just a girl.
One great thing about Nashville, specifically, is the people and the music. People make music in Nashville not to be famous. It's not like New York or LA. They will make music because they love it. If nobody listens, they're going to keep making it. And so I think that instilled in us. We attached to that feeling early on because that's how we feel. We're not, in it for much more than making music, doing something that we love. And so that's something that stuck with us. Wherever we go, wherever we end up, we'll play in the living room by ourselves, and we're just as happy. Maybe slightly less happy, but we're just happy. We are happy.
To go where they tell me it's impossible.
I think the DNA of our sound comes from Nashville and the eclectic amount of music that's there. It's known for country music, and it's known kind of for like Christian CCM music, and so I think people kind of pigeonhole it, but it's one of the most diverse places, and as you can tell by our skin tone, we're slightly diverse as well, so I feel like a little bit of diversity is really a big part of our DNA, and a lot of that comes from being in Nashville. If I can speak for you as well, I think I could maybe speak, and I love to. Yes, exactly. I think travel is a big part of it because we travel so much. We get to kind of pick up things from all over and kind of see things that we wouldn't normally see just at home and meet people that we wouldn't normally meet. And so we kind of pick up a lot of stuff from all the places that we go, which is kind of fun. Also, along with that, in the travel bit, is that we really like to be cozy. So you probably won't see us too long wearing something that's uncomfortable. Like if it's made out of cotton, that's great,
I just need buttons that can come off easily.
Whoa, hey now! It works in my favor.
Lately, it's been, probably in the last couple years, we've listened to more music than we have. In this last year, we probably listened to a lot more music than we typically do in a year. And so it's always kind of cycling, our favorite bands, our favorite record, whatever. Right now, probably 3 bands we're listening to the most is Tegan and Sarah. I listen to every day when I'm working out, and I just love the record. Listen to Alt J a lot. And Sister Rosetta Thorpe is this old, we were on tour with this band called the Old Crow Medicine Show, who we also love. And they turned us on to Sister Rosetta Thorpe, I think like the 50s or something. But she was a gospel singer in the 50s. She would play guitar and sing, and it was really awesome. And we've been listening to a lot of her lately too.
Yeah, we live in the same house because we're married, and so we end up listening to a lot of the same things. Yeah, show off that ring, baby. You worked hard.
Yeah, it's not just for the dime, it's just so people know you're taken.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
From the wreckage and the danger of this swelling sea.
Yeah, for me, it's my dad. When my dad passed last year, but he was definitely the biggest influence for anything I do. I remember after college, I had decent grades, I had a couple scholarship offers or whatever, and I didn't want to go to college anywhere.
You played the violin.
I did play the violin. I need to play the violin more, apparently. And I remember Dad said, well, Abner, what do you want to do? I said, well, I want to sing and play. He's like, for a living? I was like, yeah, for a living. He's like, okay, well, where do you got to go to do that? And I said, well, either New York, LA, or Nashville. And he says, okay, well, we can't afford New York or LA, so you're going to Nashville, pick a school, and let's see if you can get in. So he literally drove me the next day to a school because it was 2 days before orientation. We drove to Nashville from Jacksonville, Florida. I applied for the school on the spot. I took some tests on the spot, got in, and he said, all right, son, you're staying. I'll ship you your clothes. Don't come home until your dreams come true. And he said it, my dad always loved having that moment. He loved to have like a staple you could quote him by. And that was definitely one that stuck with me. My dad loved music, was super passionate, and was completely tone deaf. So he would walk around the house singing, or he would drive us somewhere, and he would just be singing at the top of his lungs, completely off key and terrible sounding, but with more heart than I've ever heard anybody sing terribly with. And so I think that's something that's definitely defined me as a person, and our music is soaked with that inspiration and that influence.
doesn't get better than that. I mean, how am I supposed to top that one? Yeah, exactly. I think my parents as well. My parents are songwriters, and my mom was a great songwriter and singer, and my dad's still a songwriter and still goes on the road. And so I grew up with a love specifically for songwriting and storytelling, and it is literally in my DNA. I don't know if that's literal. I don't know if music can literally be in your DNA, but
I don't think music is literally in your DNA. No, it's not.
The love of it maybe is somehow genetic. But yeah, so I think our parents probably
Feel you coursing